internet. I just recorded a whole big long thing and it didn't record. Happy Plastic Free July. I made a sign. Happy Plastic Free July. It's plastic letters on a plastic sign. Plastic is everywhere. You can't get around it. And we're going to try to. I'm a little late entering the game. It's halfway through July and I'm just now starting the challenge. But even if you procrastinate like me, it's not too late to start. And it doesn't have to be July. If you watch this and it's August or December, you can still try to live without plastic. You can try. I don't know if you'll be able to do it. I don't know if I can do it. Before I talk about some of my favorite goodies that are going to help me get through plastic-free living, I just need to vent and rant about, okay, I just did the Stefan thing. I watched it too much. All right. Anyways, so I read this really great article in Scientific American, and it touched on the sentiment that I feel all the time of resentment about having to do all this stuff. I think that plastic should be regulated away. It's a problem that needs to be legislated out of existence, and it's not happening. So then the buck is passed to the consumer to stop creating the demand for plastic that's clogging up our life and oceans and landfills and streets and just everywhere. I mean, don't we all hate it? I mean, we all hate it, right? We just want it to go away. Have nice things. Look at how much nicer the things are that I have that I'm using when it's not made of plastic. These are Pyrex bowls, reusable storage containers. The lid is silicone and actually glass too on the top, so you have to be kind of careful stacking them. But these are beautiful, wonderful glass, and they feel nice. They're heavy and they're beautiful. You can see what's in it. There's no trying to guess, this will help me keep things from turning furry in the fridge. And then, let's see, what else do I want to show you next? This is a beautiful ceramic to-go cup from Starbucks. It does have a plastic lid, but it's like money. You have to spend money to make money. You have to buy plastic to conserve plastic sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I want the plastic to go away. This Life Factory makes gorgeous to-go stuff. This is, you can slice cucumbers in here, mint leaves, lemon wedges for your water, or just water itself. I think I've even used it for hot things, but I don't know if you're supposed to. Ooh, just drop some water up. And then it has this cap. It came with one that had a straw, but I switched it to this one that they also make as an option, Life Factory. It's kind of expensive, but they also make little food storage containers, and I love it because it has the silicone protector around it that keeps it from, setting down too hard and chipping. It doesn't protect it from actual crazy drama. My son threw it over, the little kid one, he threw over the edge of his high chair when he was tiny and broke. Anyway, what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, but that's kind of I resent having to do all this. Back in the day, people didn't have to think about oh, how many chemicals are on this, was this corn, does this corn have genes from some other thing, some other species? It was so much easier, I think, for people to just live their life and not worry so much about the quality of the products that they're buying. Now we have to think about everything. Mattresses, giving off fumes, furniture and foams, and it's overwhelming. And I think with all of it put together, it just makes it easier to just give up and be well, whatever, everything's gonna kill you, yada yada. But no, I think we really need to take it back. If we're not gonna have legislation that gets rid of this stuff, then we just have to drop the consumer demand, at least reduce it. If this type of thing speaks to you, just get started doing something, and then eventually hopefully it'll grow to where something changes. But I mean, what else can you do? So I think I want to show you next I love this thing. I showed you this when I went to the farmer's market. This is great. I was not using my reusable bags. I had these canvas bags. I've had canvas shopping bags for probably 7 years, and I never use them. I always forget them at home or even in the car, and I'm I don't know, I'll go all the way back out to the car. I'll just pay the 10 cents or whatever for the paper bags. Or if I'm at a store that I'm not prepared with it for, I don't think about grocery shopping when I go to like maybe, Target or whatever. And then I leave with plastic bags and I'm just like, ugh. So this, I don't forget about it because it's big enough. It's really big. It's a great size actually. It's big enough that, it's conspicuous and it's just so beautiful. I bought it at Whole Foods and it's made by a company called, what is this called? Blessing Basket. What a nice name. Blessings can go in here. Blessingbasket.org. And they do like good works in other countries. It's handmade and it's a really nice quality. And then it's signed by the artist, the craft person. I assume that's what this is in here. The person who made it on the inside. Nice basket. And it really works well for me. Like it can go, it handles nicely. Like I love it. Like this is now my thing. Like instead of the reusable canvas bags that I always forget, I'm now using this and I'm really using it. I really am. I'm using it. Like I forget it sometimes still, but hardly ever. And then for the produce bags, which actually kind of irk me even more than the regular bags, because you end up using like 5 of them or more. And then, yeah. So these, I bought reusable ones. I bought them at Whole Foods. It's by a company called Earthwise. But the thing I don't like is that they're made of polyester, 100% polyester. So it's kind of like, why are they not selling the canvas, like, or the cotton, 100% cotton ones, or linen or something? I would have rather bought that, but I bought these, and I thought about taking them back too once I found the other ones that I wanted online, but then, I don't know, I just didn't. Okay, so here it is. It's mesh, so you can rinse the fruits and vegetables while it's still in the bag, which is kind of a nice feature about it. And then it stops you from using more. And you have to buy plastic to save plastic. I don't know. That's not good. But whatever. Okay, so I started thinking about the plastic challenge in terms of like, how am I going to get through my day? Like point A to point B. Like I get up in the morning, my coffee. Okay, can I do plastic-free coffee? I don't have a machine that uses those little cups, so I'm good in that department. I use, actually here, I'll show you, it's right here. I use an antique. This was my grandparents, and it's all steel, and it makes the best coffee. Be jealous. I used to use a French press, but somehow they would always end up like breaking or something. Anyways, so my coffee is good in there. It does come out of a plasticky, foily type bag, the coffee, so I guess I should start trying to buy coffee beans in bulk. I used to have a grinder. What happened to that? I think when I moved from California, I think I just like gave it away. So I'll have to get a new, I don't know. I'm not sure about the coffee bag. Like, do I have to give that up? Somebody tell me. Does that count in the plastic challenge? Is it plastic? Is it foil? Like, what is it? I don't even know. So, okay, so coffee we're sort of okay on, and then I have my reusable mug. I also have another one from Starbucks. Okay, this one, the thing I don't like is only 10 ounces. It looks big, but inside it's only 10 ounces. So it's good if you go to Starbucks and get it refilled because they only charge you for a short because it's only 10 ounces. Excuse me. I have this one from Starbucks. This one's lightweight and a little more practical for taking around with you. Like the ceramic, I get freaked. It was like $20 and I get afraid that I'm gonna like break it or something. This one I'm not so worried about. And it keeps it hot a long time. Excuse me. Okay, so coffee, we're good. But then I go to put cream in my coffee, and no, I'm not a vegan. I'm still using cream, trying to get away from it. But anyways, so I'm like, okay, I'm pretty much plastic free. But then there's this little cap. Why did they start putting caps of plastic on cartons? Like, you don't need this. Like, I'm perfectly capable of using my thumbs to open the carton. You know, I've been doing this with little milk cartons since kindergarten. Like, I don't need a cap. I don't know why they started doing that. It's inane. So if I go plastic free, if I were really, like, totally swearing off plastic, I wouldn't use this. I mean, maybe it's a good way to start going vegan if you're that way inclined. I'm still a little too addicted to cream in my coffee, so I'm not sure about me. But maybe for you. Okay, so then breakfast. My oatmeal is not plasticed at all. Where's my little packet I was going to show you? Here it is. Organic unsweetened. It comes in a cardboard box. Like, there's no plastic anywhere near my oatmeal yet. Until I put my raisins in. So what am I going to do about this? The raisins come in a box, but then they're in plastic. So I think I'm gonna have to go buy in bulk from the Whole Foods like walnut section. You know how they have all those grains and nuts and seeds and stuff and gummy bears and who knows what else. I'm gonna have to switch that for raisins if I were to do plastic free, not come into any contact with any plastic. I'm gonna use what I already have. I'm not gonna like throw this out and be like, it's not, like I'm gonna use it, but I'm also gonna start getting in the habit of using the reusable bags. Because I haven't used these yet. Like this is my first time breaking these out of the case, as you can see. But I'm gonna start. And I also bought, and this kind of upsets me. They came in a plastic bag, but they're 100% cotton. It's like, can't you just sell it to the store and have them put it in a basket? I mean, they display stuff in these very baskets all the time. Just like, if you're a company, don't package your shit in plastic. Like, just stop. It didn't make me want to buy it more because it was in plastic. It made me want to buy it less. So we have these nice little spice bags because when I go to put cinnamon on my oatmeal, it's in plastic. So I would have to go buy spices in bulk, which you can. I think they're actually a clear, like, acrylic plastic container. But maybe one day, baby steps. Like, that's one thing at a time. So I'm going to ditch the little thingy and buy in bulk my cinnamon with my little spice bag, which I'm very pleased with. And then what else? Okay, so lunch, I can do my little Pyrex lettuce thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so have you noticed the organic lettuce and the organic cabbage is always wrapped in plastic? And you can get the non-organic and put it in one of these bags, but like the Earthbound Farms and stuff, it's already in plastic. It's like, if somebody's buying organic, chances are they don't want to buy it in plastic. Like, hello. So that kind of irks me. And then here we have a little silicone salad dressing holder. This could also work for my oatmeal. If I bought another one, I could put honey from a glass jar in the little silicone dispenser. It does have a plastic lid. But as far as like honey things and salad dressing bottles, I'm buying my olive oil in a glass jar. My salad dressing is olive oil and lemon juice. So I buy my olive oil and I buy my lemon juice. Or my lemons, rather. So I think one little cap is probably okay, considering I'm saving all those plastic bottles of salad dressing that I would otherwise be buying if I were not doing my own dressing. So I don't really feel too bad about this little plastic cheat. What else? Ooh, teeth brushing. Okay, so after a meal you want to brush your teeth. And I found bamboo. It's not made of plastic. The bristles, though, I think are, but it's better than the whole thing. Like, sometimes you just have to be like, for me, I'm like, well, what's the alternative? Like, the lesser of two evils. Like, it's not really an evil. I mean, these tiny little bristles of plastic. Like, if this is all the plastic that we use, like, we'd be okay. Green Panda brand, bamboo toothbrush. I like the way it works. Like, it makes your teeth feel cleaner. The bristles seem a little firmer than standard, like, soft or medium bristles, and I like a firm toothbrush. My hygienist said don't, but I like it. I think it's labeled, like, medium or soft, but it runs pretty firm. And what I kind of don't like about it is that it feels so dry in your mouth. Like, it takes some getting used to. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's kind of like, whatever. But I like what it does for my teeth, and I like that it's not made of plastic. What else? I think that's it. So wish me luck. Okay, so we got me through lunch, except for my organic vegetables that are prepackaged in plastic bags, which was a bummer. But that brings me to farmers markets. Okay, so that's why it's so good to visit farmers markets. I visited a local farmers market stand. It wasn't like a whole market. They had like a pop-up kind of, I guess you would call it. And they said that like they had, because berries, I eat a lot of berries, and they always come in plastic. And their berries were in these little like wooden things that I remember my grandma used to get from farmers markets. I'm like, this is going to be good. And I said, is your stuff organic? And they're like, it's not certified, but they only use the chemicals when they have to, like to save a crop. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. So it supports local, local growers. And so I think I'm going to make a concerted effort to get most of my groceries from farmers markets during the summer. I don't know what I'm going to do in the winter, but it's July, so I'm not going to worry about that. And yeah, so that's how I'm getting my start on Plastic Free July. And I I kind of resent it, but I do enjoy the products that are more like, I mean, they're nicer things to have when you clear plastic out of your life. Like the quality goes up of the things that you come in contact with. And I love things. I love stuff. So, and I don't feel bad about that. So, yeah, have a good plastic-free July. I will keep you updated because I know this is going to be a struggle for me, and I'm sure it will be a struggle for anyone else out there trying to do it. Oh, I want to refer you to the zero waste people. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. They generate like zero trash. Have you heard of these? It's so advanced. Okay, Lauren Singer, the lady who founded it, Bea Johnson, and Milena Glimbofsky. I hope I pronounced these names correctly. But I watched their TED Talks and their YouTube videos, and they're so, so inspiring. And yeah, so, okay, have a good one. Except maybe a little bit of plastic here and there and cutting back everywhere else. Oh, Ziploc. Okay, this one's for the moms. What would we do without Ziploc food storage bags? They're recyclable. I didn't know that until I'd been avoiding buying them, even though I love to use them for bananas. I peel a banana and I put it in the freezer in one of these. Because if you use wax paper or no thing at all, it turns brown and shrivels. These keep them really nice, but then you have the Ziploc bag that you feel guilty about. So it says you can recycle it, but you can't put it in with your regular like household bottles and cans. It has to go to the plastic bag recycling at the grocery store. You know how some grocery stores have that little stand for plastic bags? Excuse me. That's where you recycle the Ziploc bags. And they have more on the website. Okay, good luck. Except maybe a little bit of plastic here and there and cutting back everywhere else. Oh, Ziploc. Okay, this one's for the moms. What would we do without Ziploc food storage bags? They're recyclable. I didn't know that until I'd been avoiding buying them, even though I love to use them for bananas. I peel a banana and I put it in the freezer in one of these. Because if you use wax paper or no thing at all, it turns brown and shrivels. These keep them really nice, but then you have the Ziploc bag that you feel guilty about. So it says you can recycle it, but you can't put it in with your regular like household bottles and cans. It has to go to the plastic bag recycling at the grocery store. You know how some grocery stores have that little stand for plastic bags? Excuse me. That's where you recycle the Ziploc bags. And they have more on the website. Okay, good luck.